Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Waffling Live, episode 38. Time's flying when you have so much fun here. Episode 38 recorded Sunday the 12th of April 2015. A possible new format. Run titles.
Wilson Waffling.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Waffling Live, episode 38. Do you know, two more. Now, I was going to say two more and then it'd be 40, but I think you probably guessed that. Two more, then I will have done 40 episodes of this Wilson Waffling Live, right away from the first one. And I don't know if you remember, but if you look back a few weeks or months, I actually showed you a bit of the first ever one that's still on YouTube when I tell jokes, which is interesting. Anyway, did you miss me last week? Come on, put your hand up if you missed me. Yeah, I can see that you missed me. Yeah, I wasn't here. Well, I was here, but I decided to take a bit of an Easter break. And I sort of like immersed myself into Minecraft for a huge amount of time, which was very good, but it meant that sadly there was no show. So if you missed it last week, then I'm dreadfully sorry, but I'm back, and I thought I would do something a little bit different today, and I've been trying to think of a new format for Wilson Waffling Live, and I like the idea of having regular features and things like that. And I did this right at the beginning. I used to have an image of the week and everything like that. And then I'm going to be completely honest with you. What happened was that when I did the big show, well, those shows there with the regular features, I spent a lot of time deciding what I was going to do in it and putting it in place and then doing it. And over the past few months, I've been lapsed and I've let that go, and I think the shows have probably suffered. No, I know they're still great, but I think they've suffered a bit. So today I'm going to do something a bit different, and the other thing I'm going to try to do is keep it within half an hour. Really and truly, I suppose it should be, some of you might be thinking, oh, it should be 10 minutes, but I'm going to try to keep it in half an hour and try to keep it, to the point, a bit like a really good assignment. So if you haven't been along to the show before, then please remember that if you go across to the Ustream video, you can actually watch me live there, but you can also participate in the chat, and we have the chat here. And here's the chat, look, and there is somebody there at the moment, but you can pop something in there and it'll appear on my screen and it'll be woohoo, and by all means have a look and pop it in there, and I will catch up with that as the show goes on. Remember also, you can follow me on Twitter. Here's the Twitter feed here at iWilsonYSJ there. So if you'd like to pop along there and do a tweet, and remember to hashtag your tweet as wilwafflive, and they will appear on my feed, and then I'll maybe collect them all up and actually put them together one week. I used to have them coming across the bottom here, but that doesn't seem to be working at the moment, so I'll keep with it and try to get that up to date. But by all means, tweet away, and you can and I'll try to catch up with you. Now, I was just about to say we might look at it, but I think my MacBook isn't operational at the moment, but we'll wait and see. So what else have we got today? Well, the other things that we've got is that we've got a quick look at wilsonwaffling.co.uk, and then I've got some news stories that I collected throughout the week that I would like to pass my opinion on, and then we've got the regular Ask Wilson Waffling that will be coming up later on in the show. Remember, I never know what questions have been put there. I don't know even if there are any questions waiting for me to be answered, but we'll have a look at that. And then to finish off, if we've got time, we'll have a quick scoot round the Minecraft server and see what's going on there. So packed show as always. And I look forward to any of your comments either on the chat or on Twitter. So while you're just settling down to listen to the rest of the show, I'm just going to call up my Twitter feed just to make sure that I've got it going. I'm going to pop it over on that thing. So let's have a quick look across at wilsonwaffling.co.uk. Here we go. So here's Wilson Waffling, and remember, you can still go and get involved in the leveling. This is the leveling section of the show, of the web page down here. So by all means, you can just click here and you can log on, and you can take the waffling challenge. And you can then participate by liking or tweeting or sharing or anything like that. And there's a whole load of badges here, look, that you can ascertain and collect. And then it's quite good because it tells you what you've earned and also what you're missing, so you can go through that. And you can, did you see this down here? I must have Minecraft run, World of Warcraft running somewhere. And there's also a whole lot of levels. So here's the levels, and you can see that only 14.3. Let me just zoom. Do you know, if anybody knows of a program that I can use to zoom in on web pages, that would be fantastic. But only 14.3% of the users have got Enthusiastic Waffler. And you can see it goes right the way up here, right the way up. I'm a bit in the way, I know. Let me just go out the way for you. I'll just disappear, and then eventually look, the Legend Waffler. So you too can become the Legend Waffler. So by all means, if you would like to take the challenge, then you can pop over there and have a look at it. So what else has been on Wilson Waffling, this .co.uk? Well, I'm just going to zoom that back out. So we had a lot of Minecraft. So this is the Sunday live montage that I did a live show with Minecraft last week, and here's an article I wrote about rules in the Nether. But this one, I don't think many of you will have seen this one, because it was after last week's show, 2 weeks ago show, and I did a post here called The Many Faces of Wilson Waffling. And this is an article that I wrote that is for some reason not going. Here we are. And what I did, I actually went through every aspect of Wilson Waffling, most of which I pay for, and things like the hosting and the domain name that I do, and this what you're watching now, the Ustream hosting that I do as well, and also all my ideas about gamification on the side. I do a lot, don't I? Are you impressed? And then the Minecraft server, and also the almost like the downside. I talk about software and how I deal with spammers here. Not that I like them, but I have to deal with them. And I put a lot of effort into Wilson Waffling, and I try to sum it up all on this page here. And I think I like the ending of this, because it says, people might ask why. Well, this goes back to previous waffles. First, I enjoy it. This will always be the most important aspect of the site and the job for me. Second, I hope that the content of the site, whether this be playing on a server or reading a waffle, might have an impact on someone. The nature of this impact can be anything from enjoyment to motivation. And then I just mention here Jim Chapman's nice poster here, Dream Big. Okay, so that was a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that, then by all means pop along to see it. And this week I actually did a waffle about becoming mobile. How I became oh so mobile. And in this post, what I talk about is what I look for in applications. What I actually look for in applications to sort of like actually make me able to access information wherever I am, so to speak. And the first one I talk about quite briefly is about Wi-Fi, and I talk about the idea that the Wi-Fi the Wi-Fi is now almost like everywhere. And I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not a 4G sort of guy. I'm more of a 3G, but normally wherever I go I can pick up Wi-Fi either on a hotspot or at other people's houses, and not legally. I don't mean that I just drive in my car and suddenly pick up somebody's Wi-Fi. I mean, if I go around to my mum's house, she's got Wi-Fi, my sister's house, she's got Wi-Fi, and I can connect up with it like that. So I'm not one of these people. My iPhone has Wi-Fi 3G connection, but my iPad Air doesn't. That's just a normal no 3G at all, just absolutely normal. But I can tether it, I can use it. So one of the advantages of becoming mobile or using mobile technology is the idea that I can actually just connect and keep connected to the internet and keep all those connections up and running. So what else? Well, the other thing I sort of like, just zoom in a bit higher, so big look, is this idea that things need to be omnipresent. And it's almost like, what I mean by this is that any software or application I have, I need it to be able to access all my devices, whether or not it be on my PC, on my Mac, on my iPad, on my iPhone, anywhere. It must be able to sort of like connect to, there must be an option for everywhere. And at the moment, my to-do list application is OmniFocus. That's what I use to organize my life. But at the moment, that doesn't have a PC version. It doesn't, that I know of. It might do now, but that I don't know of. But it doesn't have a PC version. But I get around that by having my iPad open all the time when I'm working. So even at work, although I do keep asking whether or not I can have an iMac at work, but as of yet the answer has been no. The answer is sadly no. So what else do I talk about? Synchronizing. Now this to me is so important, that all my devices, all the applications, software need to synchronize together. So if I put something on my iPad, it appears on my iMac, it appears on my MacBook Pro, it appears on my PC, everywhere. And things like Evernote that I use, that synchronizes brilliantly. It synchronizes so well across all the applications. Absolutely fantastic it is. So that is really, really important for me. Really important for me that it needs to synchronize. And the other thing that it does, and if you've read the article, it gives me that sort of like backup option that even if I lose one device, I know that I've got it's synchronized to a server, so I've got everything on my other devices still. So that is really, really important. Entering information. Now, to me, that there are many a times, and I know this, and anybody who watches the show will know this as well, is that frequently I get this moment of inspiration and I think, oh, that'd make a fantastic blog post, a fantastic waffle or anything like that. And I sort of like think, oh, yes, that would be fantastic. And I go to bed, or if I don't write it down, and I suddenly think, oh, yes, I'll remember that. That was so fantastic that I'll remember it. And do I remember it? No, not at all. So one of the things that I try to do is always enter information, always get it recorded on my devices, no matter how rubbish it seems at that moment, but I just record it. And one of the things I really like from my devices is that ability to record it as quickly and as easily as possible. And I must say that one of the things I really like is things like Siri, who allows me to put reminders on my phone, and even if I'm walking home, I can just press it and click it. And it's really nice that it merges and integrates so well with OmniFocus as well. So if you want to go and have a look at that article, then by all means go and have a read. There is the audio version as well. Here we go, making my life more mobile. One thing I will say about this, and I don't know if I've got this set up. Let's have a look. Well, I'm back. Sorry for the Minecraft post recently. Can you hear that? Sort of break for Easter, but I'm back now with some usual techie teaching and just twaddle. I feel that I've neglected my site for. I don't know whether it doesn't seem to be very loud. My recent waffles, then I assure you that I'm going to try and improve in the next couple of months. In order to get things underway, I thought I would waffle about what I look for and how I continue to create what I consider a mobile technology life. Now, if you're waiting for the music to kick in now... No music! No music! Can you believe it? No music. Now, I've actually worked on my Audacity program, and I think I've got it ready for next week, but on today's, it had gone. I don't know why that was so quiet. Might have to look into that. So, that was Wilson. That's what you can find on... wilsonwaffling.co.uk. So by all means go along if you'd like to register. There's a little register. Now see, this is what I would like. So so if anybody knows how I can do this. So I would like to go up here, press a button and zoom in. And sort of like zoom in straight away, straight to that point. I don't think I can even do it here. I think I've zoomed too far. I'd sort of like zoom right way up here, and that's what I would like to do. So if anybody knows of the software to do that, then let me know. Please let me know. Okay then, so let's move on to some other interesting discussion points. Let's move on to some other interesting discussion points. So I've got lots of ideas up here, and I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to zip through them and then show you some things and catch up with some stories, and then we'll go and have a quick look round Minecraft and do the ask. Do you know, I don't know where the time goes. 17 minutes past already. So the first thing I would like to talk about, because I think this is fantastic, and you probably won't, but never mind. The first thing I will say is that I found this site. This came out on the 10th. Google has released a new powerful Chrome app for Google Scholar. So there's actually now a Chrome app, an extension that can go up on your toolbar for when you're using Chrome, that allows you to use Google Scholar. There it is. Now mine's up here at the moment. Right up there, you can just see where it says Google Scholar there, and you can see that you can go straight in there and type up some words and then see it. And the other thing that I was looking at, our academic librarian, Library Girl 79, also commented that there is an option that you can put library links in, and so you can actually put your library that you use in there and then save it, which is absolutely fantastic. So so if you haven't, of course I'm a Chrome user, go Google. So by all means, if you haven't got that yet, I was definitely go along and get it, and then click away for Google Scholar, because I think it's a really good application. Now, while we're on this, I would also like to bring you attention to this. Now, how weird is this? This is a liquid that will stop...
Scientists in Poland have developed a liquid that, when implemented in body armour, can not only stop a bullet in its tracks, but also prevent the shockwave from causing potentially lethal internal damage. The liquid works by actually hardening when a bullet or projectile impacts it, absorbing both the object and the shockwave and spreading it out into the rest of the armour. It was also the week that Twitter...
Fantastic. Now, one thing I must say about this, the bit that I really like about this video, and I think it's very strange, is when they pour it out. Just watch it when she pours it out. It's just so weird. Look.
Scientists in Poland have developed a liquid that, when implemented in body armour, can not
Stop.
only stop a bullet in its...
Isn't that amazing? So that was on the BBC News website. So the liquid that can stop a bullet. There was a whole lot of other tech news on there. So if you'd like to go and have a look at that, that's fantastic. But I thought, wow, something that can, a liquid that can actually stop bullets. And I was thinking, sorry, I was just the possibilities of that, the actual possibilities, and liquids are one of those underestimated things that, most people, it's a bit like the Three Little Pigs. Nobody built a house out of liquid. It's a bit daft. It's always straw, not straw or twigs. It was rock and steel, or bricks. And now along comes a liquid that can absorb a bullet. How fantastic! It almost sounds as if it's some kind of futuristic. How can this ever happen? And it'd be interesting to see what actually happens with that in the future. I must admit, it's a bit like is it corn flour? When you make corn flour and you shake it, and it all becomes sort of like a solid and then a liquid and then a solid. It's a bit like that. So I saw another really interesting article, and I won't dwell on this one because it's a bit controversial, but it's nothing to do with education. But should everyone become vegetarian? Oh, hang on, I'm busy clicking and nothing's happening. Should everyone become vegetarian? And that does look nice, but I don't know what the little black things are. They're a little bit like worms, but I don't think they are. It was really interesting here about becoming vegetarian, and it made me smile a bit because this here, as I zoom in, it says vegetarian diets are gaining in popularity with 12% following a vegetarian or vegan. 12% of UK adults. Now I am a vegetarian. Okay, and there was a time that I was a vegan. I managed to be vegan for about 3 months, but two things. Number one, it was really hard to go out and eat vegan as a vegan, and number two, I miss cheese so much. I really did miss cheese. I mean, I don't drink milk and I don't eat eggs in any case, so that was fine. But I do eat eggs in cake. Cake. And I love cake, so that it was a problem, but I went through it. But it's interesting that it was saying that young people, it says young people in particular are adapting their diets according to environmental beliefs, with 20% now following a vegetarian or a vegetarian diet. Okay, young people. This is from the Vegetarian Society. Young people have increased their awareness of the environmental impact of eating meat from 8% in 2007 to 40% in 2013. That's a massive jump, an absolutely massive jump. Now, before we get very philosophical about this and really in with it, one thing I will say is that I'm a vegetarian and I'm quite happy with that. But I'm happy with everybody else as well. It is completely up to you. And I often watch Come Dine With Me. And it's quite seriously, if you came round to my house for a meal, then I would cook you meat. Or more to say, I would try to cook you meat. Because to be honest with you, because I don't eat it, because I don't actually eat meat, I'm not very good at cooking it. So as long as you're prepared to have a good look at it and make sure it's done. I mean, can you cook everything so it has blood running out of it? I'm not too sure, because a lot of people, is it like beef and lamb? It's also like bloody. I don't know. I don't think you could do that with pork and chicken, can you? That sounds gross. But anyway, or sausages. Surely you have to cook sausages. Hopefully, yeah. But anyway, so I thought it was interesting that it was sort of like the popularity was increasing. Now, the the final story that I would like to bring to your attention is this one. Now, this is in The Guardian, and it's called The Secret Teacher. And I love the Secret Teacher articles, because I think it sums up is that it's often everything that I would like to say, but was really afraid of saying it. And this sort of like really sums it up. And it really interests me, this article, because it says, I am the next generation, I'm here to stay. And it says, despite all the negative press and more experienced colleagues trying to put me off, I am determined to be a successful teacher for many years to come. And there's a colleague at work who calls these sort of people dream stealers. And a lot of the time, I used to say when I was at work, that, and even now when I'm teaching in higher education, that teachers often say all the negatives to try to put people off, because we only want the best people in our profession. But there comes a time that we need to reverse that and start to actually encourage people. And I think we always say the bad things. We always comment about the bad things all the time. And I think that's about a lot of things in general, actually. I think a lot of the times we talk about when we're discussing our job, when we're thinking about the week, then we tend to focus a lot on the bad things a lot of the time. But I mean, it is good to focus on the good things, and to dream big, etc. So, and I think this article sort of like sums that up. And one of the things I really like about this article, very much so, is this sense that this opening title that says, I am the new generation and I'm here to stay. And I think that's really important. And a lot of people, and I wrote a waffle about it a while back, asked me, why did you leave teaching, Ian? And I have to clarify that I left primary school teaching. I'm still teaching now. And even now, when I'm coming into higher education, there's a lot of discussion out about lectures and workshops and how we should teach and how we should not teach, and whether or not the emphasis should be in university should be on research or on teaching as a discipline, or both of them together. But I think one of the reasons I left primary school teaching and came into higher education was that I wanted to make way, and I wanted to make way for people to come in. And you can get stagnant as a job. And I think if you're constantly changing and adapting and being prepared to change and adapt, then that's absolutely fantastic. And that really sort of like allows you to sort of like move on and move with the times, etc. But I think if you're not prepared to do that, then you really need to think of the new lot of people coming in and think of a change of career, or change of job, or do something else. And to me, I train teachers. And without sounding big-headed, we train as an issue. We train some very good teachers, and we adapt them and show them new ways. But more importantly, we get them to be reflective, and that to me is the most important thing about a teacher. That the ability to reflect on their practice and to adapt it and change it, to take on new ideas, to see whether or not they work, to work in certain areas and not other areas, and to sort of like be flexible with the approach. And so, the new generation, you go for it. And yes, there will be a time that I can guarantee that I will be the old generation in higher education. And at that time, I'll say quite happily, time to move on, or I'll take things on board and teach differently, but then I'll move on. So I thought that was just a change from the normal routine. And I don't know whether or not I'm going to keep that segment or not. And I used to have this that used to be Wilson Waffling Discusses, but I think it was there. Yeah, it was that one, but I haven't used that in a while. But that's fine, that might come back, so. But the other thing that I have had for a long time and still do have is the infamous, now what should we do first? Shall we do Minecraft Or what's the time? Oh, past. Oh no, that's half an hour. Let's do. I've done a lot of Minecraft over the Easter weekend, so I'm going to give you a break from Minecraft. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do the infamous, the always talked about, if I can find it, Ask Wilson Waffling. Here we go.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Ask Waffling Wilson.
Please note, the new number is...
Ask Waffling Wilson.
Hello? It's me. I'm back. That was quite smooth, wasn't it? So here's the phone. Remember, if you ever want to ask me anything, then you can use this link here, or by all means go along to the webpage, and up at the top there's an Ask Me button. So here we go. I've just noticed a whole load of tweets. I wish my thing was working. Twitter was working. Nothing in the chat. I just checked. But here we go. What am I looking for? Ask FM. Here we go. So, there's some here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions now. 5. Can you believe it? Do you think I need a bigger chair? Should I be here? Do you think I should be sort of like there rather than here? Am I too low? I don't think this chair goes up. Is that better? Oh, you can see my radiator hangers now, but you can't see my Star Wars picture. I'll leave it like that. I think I'm better framed. Right, 5 questions. Right, let's do them in order. Let's do 2 this week, 2 next week, and so forth and so on. Let's do them in 2s, otherwise this is going to take a while time. Okay, right. Oh, hang on. First one is question of the day. So we're going to get rid of that, because that's just the question of the day. So here we go. First question. Now it says how many days ago it was done. So this was given 16 days ago. So I'm going to do 16 ones and then the 11 days ago one. So here we go. 16 days ago. Question. Summer or winter? This is dead easy. Winter all the way. Winter. Hate summer. Hate it with a passion. I could get you shouldn't have got me started on this. So a couple of weeks ago, summer for me really starts when the clock goes forward, and yeah, summer started, let's all lose an hour. What was that about? And now light night, okay, fair enough, but we're in summer, we're going to get it's going to be hot. Hate being hot. 18 degrees is nice for me. The last couple of days, not over the weekend, but last week, it was sort of like 18, 20 degrees one day. I nearly died walking back from work. I nearly died. I was almost like getting heat stroke. It was so hot. 20 degrees is far too hot for me. 18 is about nice. I need to go somewhere. I'm not too keen on snow, but I am alright with snow, but I quite like windy, wet weather like in autumn, but a lot of the time you get that in winter. And I don't mind being cold, because if I'm cold I can get warm. Okay, what I don't like is that when you're hot and you can't get cool, and you just end up sat in front of a air conditioning, or living in air conditioning places. Okay, so winter all the way for me. Oh yeah, what else don't I like about summer? Number one's clock goes back. Hot and sunny. Hay fever. Oh, sneeze. Running eyes. There's no lovely festivals through summer. In Christmas and autumn we have bonfire night, Halloween, New Year's Day, Christmas Day, my birthday. Lots of fun times. What do you have during summer? Yeah, you have a good think? Nothing. Okay, you might have something like the Olympic Games, which was nice, or sporting event, but generally for festival wise, nothing at all. So I'm sorry, a winter person, but can I just say, I will complain when it's hot, but I'll never complain when it's cold. So I'm not one of these people who complains all the way through winter that it's cold, and then all the way through summer that it's hot. When it's cold, love it. When it's hot, hate it. So definitely a winter person. Right, next. thinking back to your first Wilson Waffling Live vid, I was talking about this earlier on, how spooky. Could you, on the next video, give us your best joke off the top of your head? My best joke. Now, do you know, I have a really good joke, and I think it's so funny, and even thinking about it makes me laugh, but nobody finds it funny. Absolutely nobody finds it funny, and I don't even know whether or not it's relevant anymore. And so here we go. Here's my it says my best joke. I guess this is my favorite joke. So I'll tell it, and if you actually go back to that video I was mentioning earlier on, if you go back to it, it was the first joke I told. So here we go. I have to think. I'm not very good at telling jokes. I have to get it clear in my head. Here we go. Why do elephants have big ears? I'll pause and let you think. How'd it go? Right. Because Noddy won't pay the ransom. Get it? Why do elephants have big ears? So big ears was Noddy's best friend. So why do elephants have big ears? Because Noddy won't pay the ransom. I love that joke. It's absolutely fantastic. I got lots of elephant jokes, but if you want to have a look at them, then you'll have to go back to the first ever Wilson Waffling video, live video. It's all pixelated, and I've got a bit of a green screen. Did I spit then? If I spat, I am dreadfully sorry. I just suddenly noticed that there might have been something catching the light, so if I did spit, I apologise. So, those were 2 questions. Now, I've got another 2 questions ready for next week's Wilson Waffling Live show. So, if I didn't answer your question this week, then please come back next week and have a listen. Right, now we got to work some magic. Oh, hang on. Did I say I was just booting up Minecraft here? Did I say I was going to do Minecraft or not? Oh no! Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So let me just get it sorted. I never know whether or not you can suddenly hear that. So let's run the actual Minecraft montage. So here we are, ready for the Minecraft montage. So let's click across, and here we are. Now, I don't know whether or not you can hear anything, but several exciting things have happened. So first of all, I don't think you've seen this. Oh, hang on. Let's just activate flower mode. First things first. Look what we've got down here. Look, horsey. Hello, horsey. That's my horsey there. Da-da-da. How fantastic is that? I've actually got, believe it or not, he's got a saddle and I think he's meant to be tied up, but he's not at the moment. I've actually got some armour for him as well. Hello, horsey. Aww. So what else have we got? I don't think you've seen this before either. Look, this is my underwater glass. Look, you can look out. There's a squiddy. You can look out. There's a bit of graffiti down here, but look, you can actually, Chris was not here, yeah, I bet. You can actually go along here. There's some squids, across there, and then you come out the other side. How fantastic is that? And sometimes, look, you even get eggs being laid on it. So what else have we got? We've been down the water chute. There was a wonderful video the other week of a chicken in a minecart. This is Shield Bass. Shield Bass hasn't been on for a while. Hasn't been on. Somebody just said something there. Hang on. Feel free to check out the castle for the video I did today. All right. I don't know whether or not Let's see what that just said. Oh, so somebody's watching live. Put off to work, but off to work now. Feel free to check out to Castle for the video I did today. Right, so here we go. Let's carry on. What else do we have over? I've lost my bearings. Oh, over here we have a jail. This is my jail. That's the jail look, all set up, ready for any naughty people. I was very creative with the name. Nasty Jail. That's all I came up with. Okay, what else? This very modern looking house over here, it belongs to Sir Hedgehog. And oh, this is interesting. This is built out of snow. It looks like it's white bricks, but it's actually snow. I don't know what's going on here. And there seems to be a new build coming up here. I don't know what's going on here. Looks like it's some kind of causeway. This is new. Haven't seen this before. Anyway, I'll investigate that. Oh, it goes right across here. Somebody's obviously going across exploring. Right, and then look, there's a T. I wonder if it's meant to be a T. What else have we got on the server? Let me just click across to the spawn point. So here we have the this is a portal to Plot World. So if I just go through this portal, this is Plot World. Now these are my plots at the moment. So I've got a lovely garden that I've set up. Oh, that's lovely. That's a nice garden that I've been working on. That's the portal to get back, and we're going to I'm going to be working on these other areas as well as the time goes on. And then this portal down here, so hopefully people are going to get creative in here. This portal will take me back. Woo. And I must always make sure that I activate flying mode. Oh, so somebody was just saying something then. Let me just we made the causeway for the cart travelers. Oh right, they were getting an achievement with it. That was new today. This is Serenity's castle that has now got a beacon on it since the Netherworld opened. So lots of different types of castles, good educational value there. And then this huge building over here, this is Gregor's. This is, oh look, here's Gregor. He's actually come on. He must be watching the stream. Oh look, he's got a horse as well. But he doesn't have any armor. It's a nice horsey though. Oh no, it's not a horse, it's a donkey. Did you hear it eoing? It's a donkey. So let me just, this is a lovely gatehouse here. It's got some labels on it. I think this might be the armory. Golden apples. Golden apple there. There's a lot of funny noises down here. I'm a bit worried. Oh, enchanting table. Oh, a netherworld. Yeah, we got the netherworld sorted out now, so we can go there as well. I just wanted to have a look at the gate. This is really nice. I do like this. I do like that back castle. I think that looks fantastic. Let's just look at it at the front, because that's the back. That's Dino Beach that we talked about beforehand. Now remember, if you would like to come and join us on our server, if you can build things better than the people on here, then by all means just get in touch with me and I can stick you on the server. It's whitelisted at the moment, so a nice portcullis there, no way of getting in there. It's whitelisted, but by all means get in touch and we can add you on there. So it's a lovely build there as well. So I'm just going to zip home and down down. Oh, there's my enchanting table. Down the water escalator. Only trouble with that, I get very wet. So yeah, so that's an update on Minecraft. So if you are interested in joining us, then by all means just get in touch and I can add you onto the server. So thank you so much for watching this week. I'm sorry it's been about 45 minutes. You know, I could easily make this last an hour. And just before we go, because I suddenly had a thought as well, remember, if you do want to keep up to date with everything that happens on the Minecraft server, or you would like to join it, then there is, of course, a Minecraft web page. And here it is, look. So this is Upon My Soul, a chicken in a minecart. And you can go along here and you can catch up with things that are happening if you would like to join in, and there's a chat room there. And you can find that at wilsonwaffling.engine.com, and engine is ENJIN. I'll have to make a lower third for that. But by all means, go along and have a look if you're interested in playing Minecraft. Wow! Whew. I'm exhausted. What a long show that was. If you managed to stay with me throughout all that show, then thank you so much. We've got another 2 questions for next week saved up, so I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I'm going to go back to a similar sort of format and hopefully get some, and maybe even get some interaction. You never know. You never know. So, nothing else to say apart from, remember, you can follow me on Twitter. This is my handle on Twitter. By all means, follow me on there. By all means, keep up to date by going along to wilsonwaffling.co.uk. And if you've got any comments or anything that you would like to see about the show or see on the show, then please get in touch with me. Remember, I have my own YouTube channel, which you can find by following the links up at the top of my webpage. I'll just find them for you. So you know, here they are, look, just up at the top, right up at the top here, you can just see them: Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube and Instagram. 521 teaching blog, let's see if we can get that up. By all means, come along, comment, have fun, and engage with the world that is Wilson Waffling. If you've watched this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you've just watched the show live, then thank you very much. That was Wilson Waffling Live. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you all later. Bye. Oh, hang on, I should get this ready. Hang on. I always get this wrong, don't I? Let's go. If you watch this on YouTube, then that's fantastic. If you just watch Wilson Waffling Live, then thank you very much. If you have watched us, have a good evening, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.